Yo, Mike, what's good, bro? How you feel, man?
I feel blessed and I'm highly favored. So,
That's it.
so how are you guys feeling?
Man, doing great, man. I met you a few years back. You still have this great energy about you, man, and I appreciate that, my G.
Absolutely, man. Like my mother always tell me, I never met a stranger, man. So that's how I approach life, man. Everybody's the same, bro. Everybody's the same.
That's right. That's
Everybody's
right.
the
Yo,
same.
hey, Mike, listen, there's so much to talk about, right? 112 Forever, the EP dropping this Friday.
Yes.
You went through COVID-19 as well. I hope it's okay to bring it up, but
Yeah,
how did
absolutely.
that go down? I know you were traveling. Did you catch it outside of the country and bring it back?
No, absolutely. I'm glad you're actually talking about it, man, because what happened was, while shooting the videos for the three singles, which is Spend It All For Us and Looking for Love, we decided, like we were young people again, that we wanted to shoot 3 videos in 3 days.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right? So it was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So keep in mind, if you've ever been around people that shot videos or whatever, you know how hectic the schedule can be.
Yes.
So it's 3 days of not eating, not sleeping, it's just nonstop, boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
And we might have had 8 hours, in between to just rest and just, have that weather. So, the energy levels are down, the immune system down, everything is down. Like I said, I'm not eating or nothing, none of that stuff. So the 3 days that we did the video shoot, no problem. The 4th day when we were done, I started feeling symptoms. And I think it was because I was on a tour. We were on a tour bus. We drove from Atlanta to, it's called St. Simon Island. And it's like a 4-hour drive from Atlanta to, it's like near Savannah, Savannah, that beach area or whatever. So, for the beach scene on one of the videos and whatnot, man. So as we're driving back, I'm in one of the bunks on the tour bus, and they had the vent. Like there was a vent that was right above my head.
Oh, man.
And I'm asleep. And when I wake up, the vent is just like, woo, it's just blaring, right? And so I woke up the next day, I was like, I don't feel well, man. And I'm assuming that it's a head cold. I'm assuming because the fan was on my head, whatnot, we were sweating.
True, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking that, okay, it's a head cold, it'll be gone in a couple of days. And by that Saturday, I started the body aches, the fever, the nausea, the dizziness. I couldn't taste, smell anything. And I just got that back I just got my sense of smell back about a week ago.
Whoa.
No, it's terrible. Now keep in mind, this was almost a month ago, bro. And I'm just now getting back my sense of smell. So all the symptoms that they have, that they're saying that, I had them all. I had the body aches.
Yeah. Mike, this is a real thing. COVID-19 is a real thing. There's a lot of conspiracies out there that it's not true, that it's made up by the government, and people shouldn't wear their masks. You have to wear a mask. We have to slow this down.
If you don't wear a mask for you, do it for the next person. You know what I mean? Because my mother, she suffers from lupus, and my grandmother is a diabetic. And so these are Black women that have these underlying conditions, you know what I mean? And I don't know how I would live knowing that I was around my parents or around my grandmother, whatever, and then they caught it immediately after I was there, whatever. I wouldn't know how I could live, bro. That's why I stayed away from them, and my mother first responder too. She's actually a registered nurse. So she's on the front line of all that too. So I want to big up my mother. So
yes,
that's just a blessing. She's just a blessing to so many people for her to be on the front line and has lupus, man, of all things.
Wow.
So it was crazy. But bro, let me tell you that COVID is real. It took me about 3.5 weeks to get over the symptoms, but there were still underlying things that were happening. Like I said, I just got my sense of smell back, and it's not even fully. And my sense of taste is kind of back. But it's still,
that's wild.
It's still weird, man.
But no fever, no body aches right now?
None of that other stuff, man. And so I took another test and they said I was negative. And so I have the antibodies in my system for about another couple of weeks, and then I could catch it again, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
So wear the mask. Everybody, please, I'm pleading with everybody, please. Do it for Michael. If you don't do it for nobody else, do it for me. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. You're out in public, put your mask on, man.
Do it for your love of 112 music.
Come on. If you don't do it for that, Jesus Christ, if you don't do that, the terrorists win, man.
Seriously. And really quick, just to go back to your mom being a first responder and living with lupus as well. That's a very brave thing that your mom does. Still gets up every day and goes to work and takes care of people, knowing she has an underlying issue as well. And I'm sure there's a lot of RNs and a lot of medical professionals that have to deal with that as well. And yet they get up and they fight the fight every day. So shout out to your mom and all the first responders for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you for that.
Yes,
I appreciate that, and I know she appreciates that. You know, she's what they call a loopy. And the loopies, you know, out there, man, they don't want sympathy. They don't want your sympathy. They don't want, you know, all they want is to be treated the same as anybody else. But, you know, every day I wake up praying that my mother comes home without any sickness and, you know, things of that nature. So, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm so proud of her, man. Like that,
and
you know, but she has courage like you won't believe, bro.
That's amazing. And, you know, if you don't know anyone with lupus, you don't really necessarily understand unless you take the time out to educate yourself. But lupus is very painful. It's very painful. It's very unfortunate for people to live with.
It absolutely is, man. And 1.5 million people are walking around in the U.S. alone not knowing what it is. You know what I mean? Exactly. It's a debilitating disease that affects the autoimmune, the major organs in your body. It's an autoimmune disease that
it'll
affects
shut you down.
It'll shut you completely down. So for her to, you know, for her to do what she does, and she has to take about 40 pills a day. It's just, man, it's absolutely amazing the strength that she had. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like with she reminds me in the sense of like Chadwick Boseman, man. You know how that man did all of those movies. And he was just sick as a dog, bro. And he still found the courage. And I'm like, where did you get that? You know what I mean? Like, where does that come from inside of you to make you, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I commend anybody, man, that has that heart that can still do regardless. You know what I mean? Like, it's you know, not to go off topic, bro, but you know,
you're right. No, you're right. You know, the Chadwick Boseman unfortunate situation is like you start hearing about all the stuff that he was doing while he was sick, Black Panther and so on. And then he's also visiting very sick children with the same, you know, with cancer and, you know, the terminal as well. And there he is visiting them, gathering strength. Well, it's just amazing. People, there are some amazing people out there, man. Seriously, the entire world isn't bad yet, right?
Absolutely. It's not all bad. It's not all bad.
Not all bad.
It seems like, but it's not all bad.
So listen, 112 Forever, Mike and Slim. Now listen, you can pre-order right now at 112forever.com. There's also merch. There's also so much going on the website as well. Let's talk about the EP, man, 112 Forever. I think there's 9 tracks on the album.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
9 songs. Talk to us about this process. Talk to us about the creative process and just Slim and Mike carrying on the name.
Okay, yeah. So when Slim and I decided, because you know we and absolutely we can talk about the other 2 guys leaving as well, because we have absolutely no problem speaking about it, because at the end of the day they decided to they made a decision, and the Most High, who are we to tell them that their decision to leave was the wrong decision, especially if they're saying that the Most High told them to go in that route. So who are we to say, hey, all we can do is just wish them well and keep it going? Like, and I dare anybody to try to find some negative comments from me and Slim talking about those guys leaving, but we did not want to leave our fan base with so much dubiousness, you know what I mean, and uncertainty going on about what is 112 going to do? Are we still going to give you music? Because we Slim and myself, we still got a lot of music left in us, and our legacy still has not been fulfilled yet. We still haven't solidified ourselves as that premier R&B group for this year. Like I know
we saw it in the Verzuz, man. We saw it in the Verzuz.
Exactly. And we'll talk about that verse too, because it's a lot behind the scenes, man. A lot of people don't realize, man. But
I got questions.
Yeah. Okay. The EP was is our way of letting the fan base know that we heard you and we appreciate you and we love you. And we also wanted to prove to the world that just because 2 guys left, that didn't mean that 112 was done. We are some competitive dudes, bro, in every sense of the word, man. We love our Falcons. We love our Raiders.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like anything Atlanta, it's like, bro, you better believe it. I know how y'all go hard out there on that West Coast, man.
Yes,
you better believe we are just like that in Atlanta, man. We are some competitive SOBs, bro. So we wanted to show those naysayers And they weren't the majority of the motivation, but they were part of it. I'd be lying if I said they didn't help motivate, Slim and myself to, get out there and really put this record out. But we wanted to show the world that just because two guys left that, you still were going to get the 112 sound, man. So when we put this EP together, our main goal was to give them what they are familiar with, but an updated version of it, which is why we call the new project Trap and Beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the new genre of music that we're going in right now. 112, you heard it here first. We're coining that phrase right here, right now. It's called Trap and Beat. We're using the trap beats from today, and we're using the R&B from the late 90s, early 2000s and stuff, man. And it was challenging, bro. It was challenging. It was a challenge because the cadences that these kids do nowadays is so different from, the cadences that we had as R&B. But like I always tell everybody, because they like, man, y'all did it. Y'all, like, how do y'all do that? I said, man, we're singers. Duh. Like,
we figured it out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't care if it was the 1700s. If you gave us the song with Beethoven, we still would have, found a way to sing to it, man. You know what I mean? So
right.
If you're a singer, you're a singer. And I think a lot of the older singers, the old school singers, where they missed the boat on a lot of that is their inability to adapt. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is my music, this is my sound. I ain't changing.
You have to grow with the audience, man.
Yep.
And you have to go with what the audience is saying. Now we bucked on it for at first, and that's the reason why the EP took so long, because initially we were like, nah, we're gonna give them our sound, and if they don't like it, then tough titty, man. We're not, we ain't changing. But then once we started realizing that this is the new sound, man, and what we're accustomed to doing, stacking harmonies and just making sure that vocally we're just tighten up, because it was almost sacrilege for you to suggest auto-tune to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, yo, I'm a singer, my G.
Exactly. Like, the hell you mean I got a auto-tune, bro? It's like I spit on your auto-tune. You know what I mean? That was the mind frame. That was the mind frame that I had with it, bro. It was like, I'm not doing auto-tune, but then slowly but surely we found a happy medium with it, where it's like it's underneath, but it's not so much that it's prevalent, and it makes your voice sound like it's robotic. So that was my compromise to the to the whole thing. Slim didn't have a problem with it, because his voice it just lends to using auto-tune. So he was perfect. That was his work. He was good. I'm over here like, what do you mean I got to do this again? Like, it was just crazy, man. But we found a world. We found a happy
Of course y'all did, man.
And,
of course y'all did.
Yeah, man. And the sound, bro, like, let me tell you, bro, this EP is one of my proudest moments, man. Wow. But not because of the sound, but because we did it. Because the world just in its entirety was like, I don't know how y'all gonna do it. It's y'all 56 now. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we got some mathematicians in the room. Kudos to you guys, for graduating. But we heard it all, man, and that goes into what we're about to speak about with Verzuz.
Yeah.
Prior to Verzuz, we caught so much flack about it only being two of us. Jagged was gonna kill us.
Right.
112 only had like 2 songs, Peaches and Cream and Cupid. And we were like, are y'all serious? So we wrapped our mind around the fact that, okay, these cats must have forgotten how many songs 112 really had. So that's the only way that we can justify.
And features alone too.
Bro, the features is what took them out. Man, I saw something on Twitter where a dude said, man, how is 112 gonna take out their whole group with 2 dudes missing and an interlude? And they were talking about that. They were talking about that kill my Slim Deron. They were talking about that one.
Legendary. But y'all came to play, man. Play to win. You feel me?
You play to win, bro. You play to win. Them guys, I don't know what that motivation was, but we came for throats, bro. We came for your throats, man. We was coming for because we're so freaking competitive, man. It just, like it was just amazing. It was an amazing experience. I'm glad they did, because they only asked the people that they deem are iconic or legendary, or somebody that's going to gravitate, and bring a whole lot of people in, or
hang in it. Yeah, sure.
So so for us to even be called in, man, we felt like it felt like a validation. You know what I mean? It felt like, okay, all these years that we felt like the world thought that Puffy was the only reason why 112 was successful, and then for Verzuz to come in was like, nah, we don't want anybody else. We want Jagged Edge. We want 112. And for us, that was indicative of, you know, us being validated for the amount of work that we put in. Because I'm a fan of Jagged Edge. I love Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
You know, they put in some great music, but that body of work did not compare with 112. I'm sorry.
No. There's decades of 112. You feel me? Like, come on, man.
Memories, bro. Our whole goal was when we wrote records was for you to remember where you were when you heard the song.
Exactly.
Man.
I know where I was when I heard it all, bro. Anywhere I knew where I was. You feel me? Like, it's just,
Yo,
like,
Only You. I remember I was walking home one day and there was a car. This was like around the era where like the cars had the really loud sound systems. They don't do it like that anymore, right?
96, 97, 98.
I'm walking home from school and I hear there's a car driving by and he's blasting Only You, literally blasting it, and I'm like, what is that? And I mean, that's the first memory I have of hearing Only You.
Yeah, that was our goal. Our goal was to make you remember where you were when you heard it, man. And so with this EP, with this new EP, we're doing the same thing. We wanted to make sure that the world understood how serious we were, because most times when a person does an EP or an artist does an EP, it's their throwaway records. You know what I mean? Like they're records that didn't make your album, and you half-assed it, and you were like, you know what?
Put it out.
Let's just put this in there. You know, that's the EP right there. The 4 songs, put it on, boom, keep it moving. Nah, that ain't 12, man, because we're not afforded that kind of luxury. You know, our fan base is like, nah, bro, if y'all don't come with that hotness, we don't want it. Right. So that's why it took so long. That's why we were so meticulous about the things that we put on these records, our subject matter, you know, the music itself. Like, our whole mind frame was, if the track can't stand alone by itself, then we don't want it. You know what I'm saying? We needed to be, all our music should have been something that anybody could sing on and it would be a hit. And if that's the mind frame that we have. So if the track ain't hot enough, then we damn sure don't want to be on the record. You know what I mean?
Right. Y'all done raised the bar for yourselves, though, man. Y'all raised the bar on yourselves, man. Seriously. 112 Forever, the EP, you can pre-order it right now. It's out on Friday. 112, my man Mike and Slim are giving you some quality R&B music, or just music in itself, right? I mean, listen, there's R&B, there's hip-hop, there's rock and roll, but great music is great music. And that's what y'all produce, and y'all, you know, and that's what you guys put out. So congratulations. And again, 112forever.com. A lot of merch on there, a lot going on. So make sure you catch up on that. What's up, Les?
Yo, okay, so who are some of like the R&B acts that you're listening to right now?
Oh,
besides 112, of course.
Besides 112, of course. Honestly, let me see. Her.
Oh, yes.
I love, like, she is the new age Sade right now. She does that for me. You know what I mean?
She's great.
Let me see, the Chris Brown. He revolutionizes so much, man. Like he's able. A lot of people don't realize Chris actually came out towards the end of our era, so he knows R&B. You know, and he's just been able to transform and just adapt. If there's one guy that I could say emphatically knows how to change up with the times, it's Chris Brown, man. Forget about it. He's that guy right now. But see, I'm a little different, man. Like you said, you mentioned rock and roll, man. I actually grew up listening to Nirvana and Stone Temple Pilots.
Me too.
Papa Roach, Rage Against the Machine, System of a Down. You know what I mean? So that's
right.
Those are, that's what I listen to, man. Like I was, POD.
Blink 182.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Blink. I listen to Blink. Green Day. I was just Allison.
POD, right? I feel so alive, right?
Yeah.
For the very first time.
Oh, Black Hole Sun, Soundgarden. Remember that?
Oh, come on,
don't
man.
start me about Black Hole.
Come on. Black Hole Sun, won't you come and wash the rain away? Won't you come? Won't you come?
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Talking about melting some faces.
That's
and
it
then when
right
they switched
there.
up and went to and made Audio Slave. Oh my God, it was crazy.
Audio Slave was crazy too, man.
Oh my God.
Audio Slave. Give me that. Hold on. What was the single?
Down, 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 down.
No. And then who sung I'm going hungry, going hungry. That was Soundgarden and Pearl Jam, I believe.
Yeah, that was in that world. That was in the grunge world.
The grunge world, yeah. What about Radiohead? Because I'm a creep.
That's, come on, legendary.
I'm a weirdo.
Come on now.
What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong
here.
I'm gonna blow your mind on this one. What about Evanescence?
Evanescence,
yeah.
Look at us. Hey, you know he got to talk to DJ Head too, right? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Head is all about that, man.
Head is all about that era, yeah. Would you ever consider doing a rock album? I
would, but I think I am the wrong hue.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would love to do it. Listen, because I'm a rocker at heart. I love rock music. I am a total contradiction. You know, because I'm a black dude that sings soulful but love rock music. I don't get it, man. You know that like when they put me together, they were just like, you know what, he's all right. Just put some stuff together. You know, but the thing is, I love the freedom that it seems that rock music has. Like, they don't they can say whatever they want, however they want to say it. And it's like, and of course I know that they probably had restrictions, but it wasn't the box that R&B music is. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be in a box in R&B. You know what I mean? And I just, for me being such a rebellious person and, have a rebellious nature about everything, man, and being a Sagittarius, I just do not like being caged into anything, man. Like, do not cage me. Don't tell me I can't do anything, and don't put me, have this myopic view of who I'm supposed to be or whatever. So that's the reason why, I love rock music so much. The freedom that these guys had, man. It was just, 30 Seconds to Mars. I like them dudes. Like, I love them dudes, man. Like, and it was just a great experience, man. Korn.
Oh,
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
Korn. Freak on a Leash.
Man, I'm telling you, Korn with, bro.
Let's rock out, my G.
Bro, as soon as I get off of this, man, I'm playing some Korn.
Me too, dog. Me too. There's not like a good rock song, honestly, and there's nothing like just good music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
period, bro.
No matter the genre, man. I know a lot of people give country a lot of slack as well, but there's great music in there as well, man. And you know it when you hear it.
Man. It's a lot of soul and country. I actually grew up, man. I had 4 years of singing opera, bro. Like, I'm an opera singer. You know what I'm saying? As well, too. So yeah.
Okay, you're a different dude.
Yeah, you're not from here. You're an alien.
You from somewhere else.
I'm an opera singer, bro. Like, in Italian and shit.
Really good.
I used to know a little German, but I stopped singing it that way. But
Nine.
Exactly.
Damn.
Ich liebe dich.
Yo.
That's so dope. That's really dope.
It's feel like a reunion. Like, we catching up with an old friend, my G. I love this, Mike. Thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love having interviews, man, where they're thought provoking, and you guys have a lot of great energy, and that's all I'm about, man. Like, 12, Slim and myself have been through so much in the last 2.5 years, man. It just feels good to know that there are some good-hearted people out there that, want to know the truth, wants to know about what's going on with us, but at the same time, it's not the vitriol and, it's not all of that BS, man. It's like, you're doing me a favor too by doing this interview.
Oh, no, it's all good, Mike, man. It's our pleasure, man. Hey, Mike, being an R&B artist, and you say people put you in a box, right? And that does happen, right? And you're supposed to conduct yourself in a certain way when you're an R&B artist, I guess, right? And then you hear like Tory Lanez shooting Meghan Thee Stallion in the foot. What do you think about that?
Okay, because Slim and Tory are really good friends, so I'm going to be as respectful as I absolutely can with that. But with all due respect, man, like, dude should not be allowed back into the country, as far as that goes, as far as I'm concerned. What he did was allegedly, because we still, we hear Meghan's side of the story, and we're hearing, bits and pieces or whatever, but we honestly don't know all the facts. But based on what I heard, there's no reason in God's green earth for you to shoot anyone, let alone a black woman. And the crazy thing was, for this black woman to still try to protect this dude, which is like so many black and brown women do on the regular. You know what I mean? So many of the women, like, don't get me started on women's rights, man, because, you know, like, I grew up around women. My father wasn't there. So I saw my mother become a registered nurse, raising 4 kids. My grandmother, who had barely an education, teach us so much, you know, and so my first lawyer was a black woman. My first doctor was a black woman. So in my mind, there is nothing that I felt like a woman couldn't do that a man can do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And for women not to be paid equally, that is the most ridiculous thing on planet Earth to me, man.
Right.
Like, black and brown people are the most devalued, but with a specific point of view toward the women of said black and brown races, man. Like, they're so undervalued, man, and it just absolutely drives me crazy. It's like, how is it that this woman can do the same thing that this her white counterpart can do, but he evolves and he goes into, you know, a higher position and then becomes her boss after she taught him how to do it.
Right.
Oh, man. Man.
So don't get me started.
So
that'll be a whole nother conversation, bro. Like, don't get me started on that.
Right.
So, but I definitely feel like, man, we are some of the most underappreciated, and yet still we're some of the most innovative, some of the most creative people, you know, black and brown, some of the most creative people that, you know, shape the way that this world moves. Like, people, like everyone else, like, basically dances to the music, and not even in the literal sense, but to the music that is, you know, us, man. And I just feel like we're so underappreciated when it comes to that, man. And all we're asking for is to be treated not more than, just equally. That's all we want.
Yep. That's it. That's it. Equal. Can we be equal? Can we start there?
Let's start there.
Let's start there.
Let's just start there, man. You know what I mean? Let's just start there and just say, okay, it's equal. You know, so they hand us bones and, you know, and think that we're supposed to be so appreciative, and that's not even the case, man. Like, we want equality. We want to end the injustice. You know what I'm saying? We want to go outside. Every day I go outside of my house, man. Every day I go outside of my house every day thinking that this might be the day.
Wow. That is unfair, man. That's unfair.
Yeah.
You know what that's doing to your mentality? What's that doing to your body, bro? Like, it really is.
Yes.
Living that way really does a number on who you are, man, inside and out, dog. Seriously.
Man. Absolutely. And then for me to have 4 babies, man, I got 2 boys and 2 girls, and my oldest boy is in the Navy now. And my youngest little girl, she's actually in my the For Us video. She's actually the little girl that's in the For Us video.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to highlight and show them that, you know, yes, little black queen, you can achieve, you know, certain things, and you can see past, you know, what the world wants you to, you know, thinks that you're supposed to see and stuff, man. So I just wanted to show her, and just, you know, my kids, and just show them, man, that your father is striving for a world where you don't have to worry about somebody bashing your head in because of the color of your skin, man. That's right.
Amen, G. Amen. You know what I'm gonna start saying, Mike? The reason why 112's music is timeless and feels the way it feels is because they care. They care about what's happening around them. They care about what's happening far away from them. You know what I mean? Like, these lyrics are more than just lyrics. These tones, these melodies are more than just that. They are genuine feelings, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
Very genuine. Yo, 112 Forever. Pre-order it right now. You can go to 112forever.com. The EP drops. Make sure you stream all 112 music, all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Please.
Seriously, get that merch, all of that. Let you. Did we get everything here?
I got one hypothetical question, Mike.
Let's do
Yes,
it.
sir.
If a rapper and an R&B singer walk into the club, who leaves with the most numbers? If a rapper or an R&B singer?
Oh,
R&B.
That's not even a hypothetical, bro. That actually happened a couple of times.
Who walks out with the most numbers?
It's the R&B singer, bro, because we just have an ability. See, the thing is with rappers, they have this inherent ability to intimidate certain people. You know what I mean? And then they have to come across as their music comes across, which is, I'm hard, I done came from the streets, I done sold drugs, I might have some drugs on me now. You know, you know what I mean? So,
I may still be active in these streets. Hey, listen.
And then the R&B singer comes in, and you know, girl. So it was crazy how that man just bumped into you like that, girl. Like,
Yeah.
turn it on real quick. You know what I mean? So to answer your question, bro, the R&B singer will win every time. I've seen it happen before. It will, like, it does not matter. Like, the R&B dude is going, and then the rapper's gonna look like, well, damn, bro, I need to start putting these singles on my records. But it's too late.
Then you got somebody like Ty Dolla $ign who's just a little bit
Drake.
of both and just fucks the whole game up.
Exactly.
Or Drake.
Or Drake.
You know,
both of those cats got voices. Both of those cats got voices. Now they can't sing like I can, but they
Let's go.
Yeah.
But
that's
you know,
right.
They got voices, and Ty is one of the most talented dudes. A dude plays about like 9 instruments or something like that, man. Like, he reminds me of Stevie J. Stevie J plays like 9 instruments, bro. 9-10 instruments. A lot of people, they like, oh, you mean the reality star? No, the musician,
the producer,
the dude that gave us Only You.
Absolutely, exactly. And so many other hits, like, it would just spin your head. You know what I'm saying? From Biggie on, you know?
Exactly,
that's crazy.
Man. Like, he was so awesome, man. But Ty's actually like, here's the craziest thing. So if you ever see Ty again, do not call him a rapper, okay? Because he will get mad. Slim messed around. Yes, man. Slim messed around and called this dude a rapper, man, and they almost went to blows, man. It was the funniest thing I've done. He does not want to be called a rapper. Do not call Ty Dolla $ign a rapper.
He's a musician. He's a musician. Yeah, respect.
He's an artiste.
Right? He's an artiste.
Exactly. He's an artiste. You know what I'm saying? Please don't call that man a rapper.
No, don't do that. The EP Friday, 112 forever. Yo, Mike, salute, brother. Thank you very much, man. This has been great.
Hey, man, thank you guys, man. Like, I again, man, I view this as therapy. This was a catharsis for me, man. Thank you guys so very much for just allowing me to just get this out of my system, man. You know, my therapy session ain't until Friday, so it was good. So I was able to start.
Oh, wow. Therapy is so important. I agree with you on that. Therapy, I think, is so important for us. I do have one more question before we go, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
I can sit here and talk all day, to be honest with you. I don't know if you guys got anything to do today, but...
I do, Les. I got lunch. I got lunch.
Okay, so we just saw the Monica and Brandy versus. It was epic. You know, I think it was like, man, it just
legendary.
Yeah, like yours, the 112 and Jagged Edge. It brought back so many memories. Took me back to like certain places where I was like doing this, and I can remember exactly what I was doing.
Sure.
Who do you want to see in a versus battle? Like, who do you think would be good? I know there's talks about Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, Faith Evans.
Can I do Dead or Alive?
Yeah.
Dead or Alive, yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Whitney Houston would be one.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, man.
No, I got a better one. I got the best one. Here's the best one. Michael Jackson, Prince. Forget about it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ooh.
That would be legendary.
Man.
I think
Michael
someone
Jackson.
from each estate should do it.
Exactly. Michael Jackson, Prince. Forget about it.
That's a good idea, Cruz.
That's the forever argument, by the way.
5 hours long.
Cruz, you're onto something. Someone from each estate should do it.
Yeah, I think that'd be fair, but you're right. It would be 5 to 10 hours long. But we're here for it.
We would definitely be here for it, man, bro. Listen, I would put on my purple on, and I have my glove at the same time. Glove at the same time.
It's gonna be a hybrid of both of them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. But again, man, thank y'all so very much. This has been one of the most, if not the most awesome interview that I've had in a long time, man.
We appreciate that, man.
If you guys can do me a favor and follow us on the official 112 on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow me at Michael Keep of 112 on Instagram, and of course I follow everybody back. So you know that's just how I do. And like I said, the 112forever.com is where all the merch, and you can pre-order the CD,
yes,
and which comes out this Friday. And I think that's it. 112 Rebirth TV on YouTube.
Oh,
112 Rebirth TV on YouTube. Y'all can like and subscribe that, man, so we can make some money off y'all. Thanks.
Come on, man. That's it, right? That's it. Come on, man. I mean, you guys are doing the work. Congratulations, man. Peace to Slim. And the family, your children as well, man. May they remain healthy, happy, and we're glad that you recovered from COVID-19 and you're on with us.
Sir, thank you.
Appreciate it, brother. We're looking forward to the album. Or I'm sorry, the EP. We're looking forward to
112 forever.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. When I'm out on that West Coast, I'm gonna get Crystal all my information, man, to give y'all, man. When I'm out on that West Coast, man, we gotta hang out.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Love it.
Let's do it. That's too easy. My guy, take care of yourself, brother.